Hey guys, this is Uphaze. I'm here to show you my new project, AlphaBuilder. The link to download the first version is in the description of the video. I'm sorry for my accent, but I'm French and I know that my English is not the best ever, so I'll try to do my best, I promise you. So, at first, what is AlphaBuilder? AlphaBuilder is a new powerful tool which will speed up the team building for competitive Pokémon playing. At the moment, you can create your own Pokémon, then AlphaBuilder will tell you in a few seconds what are the real counters of this Pokémon and then what this Pokémon can counter. For example, I will try to open the AlphaBuilder, and when you open it, you will have this window which will appear. Just 1 second. Yeah, perfect. Then you have the list of all the 700 Pokémons. You can choose anyone, and you will have a set which is already defined, so it's good. It's in a database. You can find Mega 2. For example, I want to find the corners of Charizard Y, so I have a set which is already defined. I will maybe put Dragon Pulse instead of Roosts. You can type on the keyboard, it's faster. And then in 1 second it will find every corners of Charizard Y and in every tier. For example, in OU you have the Chansey, you have the Careful Altaria Mega, you have the Latias Mega, of course, you have Terrakion, and then you have a Careful Talonflame. In UU you have Aerodactyl, the Mega 1, 2, you have Blissey, Ductrio, but it can only come one time, yeah, and the same for Aerodactyl. And in PU you have Flareon, you have Pignite, and in Little Cup you have Ducklet. What the fuck is Ducklet? If you're not convinced of that this Pokemon is a counter, I'm not convinced that Ducklet can counter Charizard Y, you can click on Save Log Files and then click again on Counters. So it will take a little bit more time because it has to write every single move in the battle in a text file, so it takes it maybe a little bit more time. And when it's over, we will be able to see how Ducklet can counter this Charizard Y. Okay, it's finished. It's back. You have a log folder which appears in the same folder of your AlphaBuilder, and you have all the battles, the check and the counters. So you have all the counters we previously saw. You have the checks too. You can see that Premier, for example, you can check Charizard Y, and the battles. And in the battles you just have to Control F to search Ducklet. You have the Ducklet here. And let's see how it counters. So, Charizard come on the field, it Mega Evolves, you have the Drought, and Sunlight Begins, and Fire Blast gives him 40%. Then he used again Fire Blast because it's more powerful than Solar Beam in the sunlight. I don't know if you knew that, but I tell you. Ducklet just has to spam Roost, sorry, and to click on Scald, which already 12% for Charizard Y. And then when the sun subsided, sorry, the sun is faded, Charizard has to click on Solar Beam because Fire Blast is not enough powerful. And I didn't program yet the turn for charging Solar Beam, so it's an advantage for Charizard Y more. Okay, so you can see that it spams Solar Beam, but Ducklet has to spam Roost and Scald, and he finally, after 21 turns, win the battles at 22% of remaining HPs. So yes, Ducklet is a counter to this Charizard Y. But I previously talked to you about check and counters. What exactly are checks and counters? A check is a Pokemon which can come on the field, take one or more particular hits from the opponents, and win the versus anyway. For example, Latios can check Garchomp on Earthquake, Stealth Rock or Swords Dance, for example, but not on Outrage, which one-hit KO the Latios. A counter is a Pokemon that can check another Pokemon in all its moves. Latios is so not a counter for Garchomp because of Outrage, but Skarmory is a counter to Excadrill, for example. And you have several kinds of counters. Some can come a lot of times on the field, like for example Skarmory on Excadrill, and others only one time. We saw Dugtrio Focus Sash in Charizard Y, for example. And how the artificial intelligence determines which is the best move to do each time. Is it better to recover, for example, to do roost, to attack, to inflict maybe a burn, a poison, to set up? The AI is independent, it can decide itself of that. It was very complicated for me to make it clever, maybe to make it intelligent. And when it decided this move, the luck factor of the game became rational. The Pokemon you want to counter will only hit max damages, and you only will hit mean damages to be sure that the counter is a counter of 100%. And what about the hacks? The hacks is really simple. You have one number for each kind of hacks by Pokemon. For example, the miss hacks. Those numbers will be incremented with the probability to occur each time, and when it will reach 100, the effect activates. For example, Focus Blast has a 30% chance to miss, so at turn 1, if the user does Focus Blast, the miss hacks variable will equal 30. Turn 2, it will equal 60. Turn 3, 90. Turn 4, 120. As it reaches 100, Focus Blast will miss, and the variable decreases of 100, so turn 5, 50, turn 6, 80, turn 7, 110, so it will miss again, and it's a loop. And all kind of hacks is managed like this. It's the same for the crit hacks or the flinch hacks, for example, and even the power hacks. For the power hacks, you have 25% of chance to be full paralyzed each turn, so the variable which equal 25 at the first turn, 50 at the second, 75 at the third, and 100 at the turn 4, so you will be fully paralyzed at the turn 4. Thanks to this system, you will be able to have the most possible case in each battle AlphaBuilder will simulate for you. And to finish this video, I will talk to you about the new features of AlphaBuilder for the next month. At first, the stress test will come. In a few weeks, you will be able to copy-paste your Pokemon Showdown team on AlphaBuilder, and it will tell you what your entire team counters and what Pokemon can counter your entire team. The team building will come too. You will just have to choose a Pokemon, and AlphaBuilder will try to build around it in function of its offensive and defensive coverage. And the third one, more moves and more abilities will be programmed, like always, because a lot of moves like Solar Beam, for example, and abilities are not yet completely programmed. I'm relying on you to tell me what bugs you can see in the software. A lot of moves and abilities are not yet programmed, so the intelligence is not yet ready to be invincible. For example, right now, a Pokemon which is controlled by the AlphaBuilder cannot set up if it cannot recover its HPs. For example, if you have a Mega Charizard X with Dragon Dance, but you don't put him Roost, you put Earthquake instead of Roost, it will not be able to set up, so it will not use Dragon Dance in all the battle. I will work on that too. So thank you for watching, I really appreciate it. This is a brand new project, I gave a lot of time to do it, and it's far away to be finished, so don't forget to like and to share the video to your friends, to subscribe to the channel and to my Facebook fan page to know all the news about AlphaBuilder, and to write in the comments what could I improve it. If you have any ideas, don't hesitate to put them in the comments. Bye! Please find me a counter to Current Black, please, with Focus Blast. Please find me counters to that. Oh my lord. Oh my god!